welcome to Leander 98 channel. Today, we are greeted with an old car. Now, this is not a restoration video. This is actually going to be a quick tip series. Well, I'm not gonna have a... Yeah, there's gonna be a series of them for quick tips, because honestly, let's be serious. For me, some of the stuff that might seem super easy, to you might seem very difficult, or at least one thing might be just a little more challenging than the others. But it's gonna be a quick tip series. This should help me get a couple videos out more. I know I've been lazy with getting them out, and YouTube is showing its teeth now, so it's time to get up on it. So let's see here. How many times are you driving a car, if you've made one, or if you're even driving one of mine, and you have suspension on it, and you're driving it down the road, and this starts happening? Come on, start rolling. Okay. You start driving, and you start seeing the wheel coming into the bodywork. Heck, it might even go this way. Or worse, the body will start lifting up and the wheel will climb underneath of it. And then that's when it stretches out the spring and the piston. Yeah, how many times has this happened? Whether it was for just driving straight or crash or doing jumps. Well, I'm gonna give you a way to fix this. So, I'm gonna get rid of this one. Let's come over here to this one. Alrighty. So here's what we're going to do. The cause of this is that, well, let's actually, okay, let's try and make this clear. Alrighty, so for a wheel, what I just have it is that it's a wheel connected to a metal plate. Now this metal plate is only being restricted left and rightwards by the piston and spring. There is nothing, I'm too far back, there is nothing keeping this thing from going side to side, but just the fact that these are only meant, keyword meant, to go forward and back, ain't up and down. Now occasionally they will glitch and go side to side, and it's a very scary glitch, especially when it just starts creeping very slowly. Alright, so how do we fix this? Well, it's gonna involve some crafting here. What you're gonna need is just, it can really be anything, but I'm just gonna use cardboard for this reason. Make it a decent length. That's probably good. And what we're gonna need is to back this up. And what we wanna do is we wanna bolt on one end. Make sure it's not visible, and the strength is set to 0. And we want a microchip, just so then we can keep the logic that's gonna go on this piece of cardboard clean. Alrighty, so here's what we're gonna want. We're gonna need a physics tweaker. And make sure that the collisions is turned off. That's very important, or else this could glitch badly. And you're gonna want an opacity tweaker. So guys, you definitely don't want to see this. Like that. Alright, so what we want to do, close that. Now, we want to make sure that this piece of cardboard, or whatever you're using, is going to touch your suspension plate that you have your wheels connected to, whether it's whatever shape you made it. So we're going to hit the spawn, which is L3. We're going to bring it down here and rotate it. Now we don't want to just put it in the car, or else we're going to bind it, especially with it being cardboard. So now we need to know our location on the other wheel. Alrighty, so there it is. So then we want to bring it in here and place it. Alright. Then you want to bring out your advanced glue tool, and you want to make sure you, it's probably not a specific direction, but just make sure you don't miss. But I'd hit the cardboard plate that we made, and go for the metal. Now also, if you're making suspension, please use metal for the connecting ports for the spring and piston. They are so much stronger than cardboard or anything else. And you'll probably notice that. So now that we've done this, and made the door dynamic, we can drop it. It's good. Now let's see if we can make some, let's see if we can make some tests. See if we can compare this versus the stock one. Now let's see. Jag. Past it. Jag. Alrighty, so now we got a standard one, which doesn't have the supports, and a new one. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna drop it. In the same layer, right? Yeah. Yeah, we got two identical cars. So we're gonna drop it. Now this probably isn't gonna prove anything, but just break a wheel, so... Let's see. One on the right is the... Now! Haha! So look at this. This is the standard one. You see how the wheels shifted back? Now let's take a look at this one. Ooh, that's perfect. Now, yes, with it being shifted back, if I were to get in this and start driving it around, it'll most likely recenter itself. But, as we can see just from a short test, that it's not. Let's get out of it. Let's undo. Let me get... Alright, back up here. Let's rotate them. Alright. Probably gonna break something. Nope. Now, as you can see, the back wheel shifted back again. Even the front one shifted forward. Now, if you don't believe any of these tests, I got one for you that I just came up with in my head. Okay, say you want to do front flips in your cars. You know where I'm going with this. We're going to build a stupid pinwheel, and it's going to fly. So, that... Do I dare do this? Fuck it. Oh, no, don't swear on YouTube, that's terrible. Especially if this is going... There's some kids might be watching. So let's speed this up to about at least 720. Okay, as we can see, the wheels have already broken off of it within one rotation. It's probably more than one rotation. Oh, there they go. It's because the piston can't handle it. So, what happens if we use the other one? Gosh sake. No, stop. Thief. Okay, we'll get rid of this one now. And now bring this one over. Even set it back a little farther. And it was set at what, 720 last time or 750? One of those. Okay, so it shouldn't break. It might, just because... Okay, well, going to the extremes, it... Oh. It lasted longer than the other one. It's still holding on. I say that this deserves an A+. So this Jag gets an A+ on the suspension test, as it has now been fixed, but let's drop it down to 400. Okay, so we broke our 2 tachometer pieces. Now, if I were to get rid of this, let the car fall. Alrighty, so something's breaking in the background. But can we drive the car? I know it broke, and it's a very vital piece, and it's the ground connector. Ground detector, I should say. So yeah, this isn't gonna drive, but that suspension is spotless. Alrighty, this has been Leander98, and if you enjoyed, please hit the like button, and if you're new, please subscribe. I'd like to make that 1,000 subscriber count at some point. We're halfway. I mean, whether or not this was just for YouTube's sake, for AdSense, 1,000 subscribers for someone that just started at 0 about, what, 2 years ago, and almost strictly have been on this game, other than a couple The Crew videos and Need for Speed more recently. Oh, and Gran Turismo, definitely Gran Turismo Sport. But yeah, I think I've done pretty well. Alrighty, see you in the next one. Bye.